name's Christian. This is my farm. We're in Blossom Valley, San Diego, and drove down this morning from Los Angeles. This is my third season here on this property, leasing the land and selling greens and vegetables to chefs. We're only working with people that we want to work with. I don't really chase too many people. I kind of just choose the restaurants that I really believe in, the ones that are doing things right, the ones that are making food that I like, that I enjoy. And I just develop a relationship with the chefs and sort of see what they'd like from me, what they can't get, or like what they're buying from some big distributor, and I kind of like fill in that niche. In addition to selling produce wholesale, we also do farm dinners, and we do a lot of educational content for growing and cooking as well. So this past year I almost gave up on the farm. I had my quarter life crisis, and really glad that I'm sticking with it, and I'm going to go ahead and continue this year. Last week was the first time I delivered kale to Donna Jean in Los Angeles, so that was a pretty cool moment for me. I always hoped that the farm would expand in this way, kind of organically, and it has. It's pretty tough to do. There's a lot of issues you have to deal with. A lot of personalities in the restaurant industry for sure, and also just being out here every day. But it's a really good thing to do, and it's putting a little bit of responsibility into where our food comes from. So that's kind of why I believe in it, and that's why I think other people should care about it. Some garlic. Garlic's good. Kale. This is kind of one of the main things that we grow. Pizza restaurant, use it a lot. They put it on pizza, they make salad with it. It's a big crop that we grow. Sometimes we grow baby kale, but this is easier. Trying to do what's easy. Don't be afraid of a little dirt or bugs. That's nature. Tatsoi. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. We were having trouble growing spinach, so this is like something that grew really well in the heat for us. Chef wanted spinach. It's got a similar kind of vibe. It's kind of thick, and we kind of use it as a replacement, and we sell it all the time now. Like I said before, I kind of just pick the restaurants that I really want to work with, and then I figure out how to provide them with something that they need. That's kind of like what the small farming kind of model looks like. Yeah, we just pick who you want to work with, and just reach out to them. It's that simple. People who care about the quality of the food and where it's coming from, that's usually a part of their brand. Yeah, that's kind of the criteria of it. Beyond that, the farm is really used as a place for me to experiment with designing menus and growing food that I want to eat. That's really why I started the farm originally, was because I wanted to have a place where all the food, everything that I eat would come from here. That was like my original vision of the farm, and then basically to extend that to the community around me. This is like the change that I want in the world, so this is kind of how I decided to like shape my life, would be to focus on something that's making a difference, and like one little positive impact that I could make in my mind was like to produce the food that I was eating, and just erase my footstep from the centralized food system. And that's really what I want to encourage everyone to do, is like, it's not about necessarily, like, not everybody can do this, and it's very difficult to do, but everyone can take a little more responsibility of the food that they're eating, whether it's going to the farmer's market, taking like an hour out of your week to go to the farmer's market and support somebody who's doing it, or even just like supporting one of these farm-to-table restaurants. I think about all the things that I like to eat when I go out to the restaurant, and I think about all the things my girlfriend wants to eat when she goes to the restaurant, and think about all the things my brother and my friends want to eat when they go to the restaurant, and then that's kind of what we focus on growing. Basically the money-making crops are the greens, so that's kind of where I focus a lot of my effort, but we always have like a garden where it's like offering seasonal veggies to people. This is kind of like a combination of like a personal garden and then also a production space, so we're kind of doing both. It's a 1/4 acre of a land, so it's really small, and it's living in Los Angeles and then coming back down here, it gives me a place to like, this is my, as my friend put it last night, this is my Andy Warhol factory of where I can experiment with things and just try growing things, try making like a living sculpture, portrait that I design with, rather than using paint or sculpture. I'm using living material as a medium. So as the seasons change, the farm kind of changes. We have different revenue streams that kind of go in and out, and then the menus that I create for the farm dinners, those are really an extension of my dreams and just different things that inspire me in terms of color, whatever else. I'm a very visual person, so a lot of times the first thing that I notice is the way I feel about food, like the experience that's attached to the food, and then also like the presentation of it. Those are the things that really catch my attention.
All right, and speeding.
These are the seeds right here, so I'm just like spreading them. This will just be my little chart area. That's where the wound radishes are going to go. It's about 50 feet of radishes. It's a good amount.